I've been dreading this moment all night. Good evening, everyone. I hope you've enjoyed this night so far. You might have seen me lurking around the college all year, most likely with a somewhat blank, bemused expression, which you might have interpreted as me being in a permanent state of shock. And to that I'd say, you'd be completely right. Right up to this moment, I couldn't believe my luck at having enrolled in Canning College, specialising in mature students and known for giving a second chance, as long as you're not a criminal. Up to the beginning of this year, school has been the bane of my existence, the biggest stumble mankind has made in that never-ending march towards progress. The word was enough to send me into an uncontrollable fit of clammy hands. I blame this allergic reaction on the 8 years I spent in Dubai, which is a deserty sort of place in the Middle East, for those of you who don't know, tolerating the British education system, by the end of which my nerves were frayed, and I'd pretty much flunked all my exams. Before that, I was a pretty normal kid, doing well in school in Melbourne, a snotty know-it-all with grand ambitions. Migrating to Dubai and starting school there in Year 6 was the beginning of that demise into puberty. It was a culture shock, being plunked straight into a school with a whole new culture and strange ways. They laughed at me for calling ketchup sauce and my Australian accent, and I worked so hard to get rid of it by copying the teacher's accent. I felt like an alien despite the fact that I came from a half-Arabic background. So I escaped back to Australia after a lot of sulking and naively thinking that the solution to all my problems lay here. And little did I know that was actually right. In a bid to avoid school, instead of starting Year 12 here again, I exploited the system and somehow got into university. I actually just took the stat test. That was a hasty move, which I very much regret. It took me a semester to realise that I just wasn't cut out to be a midwife, literally. I don't like babies. And so I plotted my next escape. When the rest of my family decided to move back to Australia, I decided to go back and actually finish my schooling up properly, to get the prerequisites I needed to get into a university course I really wanted to. At a university I'd be proud to go to. And Canning College popped up on the first page of a Google search, and when I got around to enrolling myself, I was blown away by how suspiciously easy it all was. I got the surprise of my life when I was asked to give the valedictory speech. I've been too shy to use the Learning Centre all year, despite knowing about and appreciating the service. I was too shy to even attempt to be part of the student council, too shy to participate in any sports or creative events, and I definitely wasn't the ideal active student. But the thing is, I think there might have been others like me, and I hope to perhaps speak for them. This school has felt like a safe place, despite that hiccup in term 2 when 2 master riders stole my bag. The teachers should always be relied on for help, and unfailingly turned up to every class with huge smiles and permanently happy spirits. I've never been to a school where students told their teachers to find them outside of class time, and I've never been to a school where teachers ask students to email them for feedback on their essays. Much less where teachers give lollies to their late teen and adult students. I really truly appreciate that more than anything, and not just the lollies, I mean the overall dedication in teaching. So a big thank you to all my teachers. It was also nice that the students here come from such a variety of backgrounds, and even I, the weird mix of Egyptian and Japanese, was able to fit right in. Now that I'm finally graduating, I can look back on what I've done this year and not see myself as an utter disappointment. I'm pretty happy with my grades, happy that I got an offer from my first university of choice, and happy that I was able to give this speech today, which is the second I've ever given to a human audience of more than one. I feel accomplished, and for that I have this school to thank. And to prove that I'm not all talk, I've encouraged both my siblings to come here next year. Something I've learnt this year that's really stuck with me is that you don't have to have a dream. Tim Minchin, in his UWA occasional address, advocated passionate dedication in the pursuit of short-term goals. He said, if you focus too far in front of you, you won't see the shiny thing out of the corner of your eye. And for my very indecisive self, those words are gold. Thank you for listening to my little ramble, and it goes without saying that I wish all my peers all the luck in the world for the upcoming WACE exams. Because as Thomas Jefferson said, I'm a great believer in luck, and I find the harder I work, the more I have of it. So work hard, everyone, and thank you.